Yo, LeBron. Do niggas get their money back when they buy jerseys and then niggas just switch teams whenever the fuck they feel like it? I wonder all LeBron James jersey collection having ass niggas. This shit don't mean nothing to me. This Laker jersey means nothing now. He always moving his feet. He can't sit still. Money hungry. Nah, he not money hungry this time. This time he just glory hungry. I never met a man for an appetite for glory that he couldn't earn on his own. So he has to concoct glory, and he has to maneuver glory and greatness. Glory and greatness don't just stick to him. If glory and greatness just stuck to him, I'd be like, all right, LeBron, you are the fucking dog. You the man, bro. You really are the GOAT. But he has to go join 89 motherfucking Hall of Famers on one team to get a championship. LeBron, you'll never be Jordan, cuz. You know why you'll never be Jordan? Because this is bullshit. This is bullshit, LeBron. As a New York Knicks fan and a basketball supporter all around, how do you jump ship so frequently, my G? They say the NBA is a business and this and that and the third. I get it. And they'll do your ass bad too. I see the way the Boston Celtics did your man Jaylen Brown. So we understand that these white businessmen will use a black man. Hey, they told LeBron just shut up and dribble. So I understand why he plays the business card with these businessmen and women who run the NBA. I get it. But all I'm trying to say as a basketball fan and a basketball representative, how do you represent a man? Bruh, would you like your wife, if she slept around with your bro, would you promote your wife as the greatest wife of all time if she went to the altar with the Cleveland Cavaliers, never walked down the aisle? She went to the altar and then ran from the altar. Went to another altar, prayed to it. Went to Dwayne Wade's altar, prayed to it. Lost to Dirk Nowitzki and J.J. Barrera. That man lost to Jason Terry and J.J. Barrera. You don't believe me? He lost to Jason Terry and a Puerto Rican man named J.J. Barrera. Both them niggas is 5 feet tall. This is your GOAT? This is your GOAT? That's your GOAT. Philadelphia 76ers. As much as y'all niggas root for the... Hey, yo. As much as New York was being hated on by Boston and Philly. Philly, I love Philly. Not a fan of Pennsylvania. I like my Philly guys, my Philly girls. But at the same time, when it comes to these sports shit, none of us are friends. When it comes to sports, just sports, none of us are friends. So now I gotta watch LeBron James, who's just sucking the NBA of life. The NBA has been sucked of life ever since LeBron James got into this motherfucker. And I went through my bouts of liking him, disliking him, liking him, disliking him. Realizing I gotta respect him because he's great. But also, my God, LeBron, why do you have to be a bitch? And it's hard for me to call a man 6'11", 250 pounds of muscle a bitch. I couldn't call him that to his face. And also, he's accomplished too much. He's a family man. However, when you maneuver, I ain't gonna lie, when you act like a diva as a man, I can't respect you the same way I respect other men. When I see you bitch, whine, and complain to get your way and throw temper tantrums, and when I see you hide in plain sight, knowing that you're supposed to be the number one guy, but you shrink away from competition, when the going gets tough, LeBron, I've seen too much from you with mine own eyes, with thine own eyes. And now you can't just get off the pot. LeBron, you shit already. Yo, LBJ, You shit all over the place, cuz. You can't get off the pot now? Maybe someone else would like to shit. You and Jay-Z and Beyonce really are members, bro. Y'all is real members. You know why? Because you haven't got off the pot yet. What's all these concerts about? And you still in the league, LeBron? Are you fucking serious, my nigga? You won't even allow Bronny to get no shine. You such a diva and an attention whore that your son can't even get no shine. And LeBron, is Savannah not a gorgeous, fine-ass woman? Don't you want to be around her more often than you've been around her? You want to be in locker rooms with men still? Still. All I'm saying is still. LeBron, my nigga. Just stop already, my nigga. And then you're going to make the fans wait 40 days, 40 nights, like the coming of Christ, like the coming of goddamn Moses. Who the fuck do you think you are still, LeBron? And guess what? I never called LeBron the king. They been calling LeBron the king because he was 17 years old. But guess what? I never called him that. It didn't feel comfortable with me calling him a king. Not just a king, but the king. No. Not a king of king. No. Before he dribbled one dribble in the NBA, he was always the great man. He was always this, he was always that. And I give it to you. LeBron James was that. When he came in the league, nobody was like him because he was so young and such a mature adult already at a young age. Victor Wembanyama is not LeBron. You know why? Victor Wembanyama was comfortable taking awards and accolades for shit he didn't do yet. That's why he got spanked in these past finals. So LeBron James was the real deal. However, the heart of a man is measured differently these days than in past times. And I'm telling y'all right now, from what I seen from LeBron back in 2011, there was times before 2011, but we never gave him credit for not bringing a championship home to Cleveland. You know why? Because even though he was LeBron James, we recognized those teams weren't efficient all around. And so we cut him some slack when he got swept by the Spurs and then ran to Miami. I never cut him no slack for running to Miami. Do you know why? Because how dare you run and go team up with Chris Bosh and Dwayne Wade, two of your biggest competitors in the East. I watched y'all come in the league together. I enjoyed seeing them compete with each other. And then LeBron goes and recruits Melo, Bosh, and D Wade on some gay trip. They on a banana boat with men, right? They all happy and shit. You trying to tell me, LeBron, you wanted to be on a team with Carmelo Anthony and Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh to fight who? To fight who? To play against who after that? You know what? It started with Boston Celtics and how I had to watch Paul Pierce and Ray Allen and an older Kevin Garnett come together just to defeat Kobe Bryant Kobe and Powell. You feel me? Not Kobe and Shaq, Kobe and Powell. Or they would have had no Boston Celtics 08 championship, and Paul Pierce and Paul Pierce and Kevin Garnett would have been ringless because Kobe and them wasn't having it. And even then, where was LeBron James? How come LeBron James and Kobe Bryant never matched up in a in the finals? Or you know why? Because this nigga was too busy losing to Dwight Howard and the Orlando Magic. When we needed LeBron to go against Kobe Bryant and the fucking real Lakers, huh? When we needed Kobe and LeBron to match up against each other, LeBron decided to bitch out. Well, he didn't decide. He just couldn't cut it. He couldn't cut the mustard on Dwight Howard and them niggas. But he's the greatest. He's the GOAT. He's the GOAT. A fan favorite, yeah, entertaining as all hell, but his control of the media and his control of the narrative around himself in basketball and how he's actually been a part of the great illusion. The great illusion is that LeBron James is the best basketball player to ever goddamn exist. Knowing damn well I could count, my nigga, as the years go on, the list of greats that come before LeBron James getting longer and longer. And with this last move to Philadelphia, how the fuck can anybody really sit there and call themselves the greatest of all time, LeBron James? How can you call LeBron the greatest? Do you know what LeBron James is banking on? He's banking on your poor memory skills. He's banking on the fact that Newark babies will keep being born and people will keep forgetting about Michael Jordan and about how history actually went. They won't forget about MJ. They won't forget about Larry Bird, or they won't forget about Magic Johnson. It's just that statistics will speak louder than actual X's and O's. All LeBron James wants is more championships because he knows when it's all said and done, he needs more championships in his mind to complete being the greatest of all time. Being the greatest of all time has become a statistical battle. And LeBron James' longevity is how he's going to win the court of public opinion. The fact that he's still playing right now, the man threw on his first NBA jersey when I was still in high school. I was hearing about LeBron James before I was in high school. I was in high school 2001. That was my first year. My first year was 2001. We started hearing about LeBron James around them times. You feel me? Around them times. And to think that it's 2 decades plus later and this man is still in the league and he just signed a new contract to be with Joel Embiid, Tyrese Maxey, VJ Edgecombe, and Jaylen motherfucking Brown. And Jaylen Brown scared me every time we matched up. Well, actually, every time the New York Knicks matched up against the Celtics always feared me because they had Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. Not just Jason Tatum. Not just Michael Jackson over here. They ain't just had MJ on the motherfucking goddamn Celtics. They had MJ and they had DMX. Jaylen Brown is DMX while Jason Tatum is Michael Jackson. Everyone came to see him moonwalk. But when we heard where my dog's at, we like right here, dog. That's Jaylen Brown. Where my dog's at. Who do I resonate with more? Who's more talented? Michael Jackson. But the screams coming from a DMX concert, it sound almost comparable to a Michael Jackson concert. You know why? Because there's something about that pain and that anger and that realness. See, I compare DMX to Jaylen Brown for authenticity's sake. You see, and RIP DMX, but no, he was unapologetic. And so is Jaylen Brown, unapologetic. Now back to the bullshit at hand. LeBron James, you just want to be in the mix. You just want to be seen. You just want to be popular again. You are an attention whore, my nigga. And really, if I didn't know no better, I would say Superman is homosexual, bro. You know why? Because it's like you want to be seen in that gorgeous dress, and if somebody else got the same dress as you, you can't have a good time. You'll tear that bitch's dress off of her if she ever dare wear the same dress as you on award night. LeBron, yo, there's some men out here these days in LeBron James era and my era. I grew up in this era. It's the era of emotional men, and I never had a good time in this era because emotional men versus stoic men. I'ma always pick being a stoic man. That's why it took 30 years for me to talk about LeBron, because I'm a stoic man. But this last move, LeBron, this latest move, LeBron, why? And I'm not worried about being a Knicks fan and the fact that I'm going to have to see Philadelphia. Yeah, I'm going to have to see Philadelphia. But LeBron James never struck fear in my heart. Not after the shit I seen from him. It's just that, how much help do you need? Let's run down. I'm going to go off the top of my head. I'm going to name the stars, superstars, and Hall of Famers that have played with LeBron James since he's been in the league. I'm going to go off the top of my head. I'm not going to research nothing. Kyrie Irving. Superstar talent. Really superstar talent. Ray Allen. Ray Allen was a star talent all my life. Let's talk about He Got Game with Denzel Washington. The man is acting and goddamn playing basketball for real. LeBron James on a team with him. LeBron James on a team with, who else was his name? Dwayne fucking Wade. Chris fucking Bosh. Right? Oh my God, this nigga played with everybody. He just played with Luka Doncic. Luka fucking Doncic. The nicest, whitest motherfucker I've seen since Bird. And tell you the truth, Luka ain't white. Luka ain't white. He European. All right, and Europeans is like, they different as far as this basketball shit goes. Luka is the fucking pride and joy of a whole generation right now. And LeBron James had to go suck him off and play with him. Yo, LeBron is a suck artist, bro. He's a suck artist. I'm sorry. He want to be on everybody's track. He wants to feature. He's the Jay-Z of the NBA. By the time he gets on your song, it'll be his. He said, VJ Edgecombe and, them young guys, Tyrese Maxey, that's y'all team. It's still Embiid's team, the 76ers. Yeah, right, LeBron. You came over here to conquer another city. They're not going to love you in Philly like they didn't love you in LA. They love Kobe in LA, you fucking suck artist. And guess what? On some deep, dark Illuminati shit, I don't know if y'all remember. I'll jog your memory. This is what happened in 2019, if I'm not mistaken. What had happened was LeBron James passes Kobe Bryant. LeBron James is on the Lakers. He passes Kobe Bryant for a record. Most points. Next day, Kobe Bryant dead. Go back and look it up, see if I'm mistaken. Go back and look it up to see if LeBron passed Kobe and then Kobe died the very next day. I'm not joking. I remember. I'm not going to look it up right now because I'm going off of memory. If I'm lying, tell me about it. I'm going off my memory right now. Now you might say, what they got to do with LeBron? You right. You would say that. You could say that. I would say too many coinkydinks for me surrounding LeBron and his legacy. And like I said, he has his own son in the league and still can't. My nigga, just hand over the torch to somebody. I don't give a fuck who it is. And besides, Steph Curry beat your ass 100 times already. And the time you did win, I seen you manipulate the refs into suspending Draymond Green just to get that victory. I seen Ray Allen hit a 3-point shot to save your legacy and win you a championship. LeBron, you won a title in the bubble as a Laker. You won a title during a time where people were dying around the world. No one wanted to play basketball. I couldn't even watch basketball. I was an emotional wreck around that time. But that's the year you want to take credit for being a champion when no one wanted to play basketball? Huh, LeBron? No fans in the stand, LeBron? LeBron, you are a creative player. You are a creative player. You're not a real person. Why don't you just retire? Because you hate basketball? You hate basketball fans? You don't like nothing about nobody. Come on, LeBron. Give it a rest already, my nigga. And guess what? Didn't Michael Jordan wear the number 23? Didn't Michael Jordan wear the number 23, you goddamn copycat? Didn't motherfucking Kobe Bryant play for the Lakers, you goddamn copycat? Yo, why do men need to be like gals in this generation? My nigga, I don't even want to be seen. This nigga want to be seen. Yo, you gotta just watch the NBA now, bro. Watch the NBA. These niggas is walking through the goddamn runway like a model. Why y'all gotta be models? Just all right. You dapper Dan. You dapper. You looking good. But some of y'all niggas starting to wear purse and fur coat. Between the rappers and the entertainers, my nigga, entertainers do anything for money, my nigga. And I keep it real with y'all niggas. I have all the entertainment skills in the world. I have all the entertainment skills in the world outwardly. But tell you the truth, my mind is where my real gold lies. And I'm not going to be compromised by being a bitch ass nigga, right? And selling myself to a white man. This is what they do best. They sell themselves and they talent. Mind you, LeBron James was raised by a single mother. And as someone raised by a single mother, I understand that I was warped mentally. I understand my condition. But the streets raised me, so no one raised me. LeBron James' mom was a bop. We know she was a bop, right? And I don't care. That's LeBron. I can talk about it. I remember these times when Delonte West fucked his moms. Next thing you know, Delonte West is somewhere high on drugs. Meth, crack, Tusi, who knows? Yeah, okay, LeBron. I don't trust him about that. I think they laced that man, Delonte West. Yeah, I think they put something in his weed one night. And I think LeBron has something to do with it too. I don't give a fuck. Yeah, I'm talking. Fuck it, let's talk. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Yeah, some of these are conspiracy theories, but there's a lot of things going around LeBron. Guess what? When I talk about these things, you don't remember them. You don't remember them until I talk about them. It's like the media erased them from your mind. And another question, is this nigga a cyborg? Is he really a reptilian? Because not only do you not get injured, LeBron, you still playing basketball, nigga? I ain't gonna lie. I'm 39 years old and I'm not gonna lie. When I go to the basketball courts, the young men, I tell them how old I am, they literally cannot believe me. So I can understand youth and vitality in young black men to where 40-something is really starting to be like the new 20-something, the new 30, at least the new 30. Because I don't feel what other people feel as far as age. I can still run fast, jump high. Now, I can't go nowhere near as long as them younger guys, but my mind works faster. It just does. It works better. And LeBron James' mind works better. And his body works efficiently. The most efficient body we've ever goddamn known in sports. Also, the smallest heart I've ever seen in sports. I know a man named Allen Iverson, about 5'9", 5'10", 5'11" on a good day, 135 pounds with a wet jersey on. I seen that man go into men several feet taller than him, it seemed like, banging bodies, and one was not afraid of contact. Then I watched the man 6'10", 220 pounds of pure muscle, 240 pounds of pure muscle. Sorry. I watched that be afraid to drive to the basket. I watched LeBron James be afraid to drive to the basket for years and years and years and either pass out or take step back jump shots he knew he wasn't going to make, all for a bailout, because he knew that shooting free throws was not his specialty. And he can barrel to the hoop, but gracefulness was also not his specialty. Agility isn't his specialty. So that means he'd have to finish through contact. Not that he couldn't do, he's LeBron fucking James. However, when crunch time start to crunch, LeBron James gets a little bit scary to go to the hole, because you have to finish through contact, plus you might get fouled hard, not a hard foul, but have to actually go to the free throw line and hit that free throw. I can hear his heartbeat at the free throw line. That's not my GOAT. My GOAT's heartbeat your heart can't beat fast at the free throw line, guy. Because that means if you're standing there all alone, afraid, you're afraid when big time come up too. When a really big moment come up, the man just developed a turnaround. He just developed a turnaround jump shot recently. I've been watching my nigga, go back and watch Michael Jordan the earliest years you could find him. How was he that good? Now, LeBron James was also great, a basketball savant. But when I say he's not skillfully, when I say he was nowhere near skillful as Michael Jordan, I mean that. The skill set is two different skill sets. It's not even fair to compare them. Because once you start to look closely, it's like comparing a ballerina to a construction worker. LeBron James has manipulated the NBA enough. There's been enough thrown games, enough flop calls, enough embarrassment of the media lying for this man, manipulating the world and the historical facts about basketball just to appease the LeBron James fans and his fan base. It's disgusting, and I'm tired of it. I want it to end, but he's still in the league. He won't let it end. He won't let himself just go gracefully into the night. God damn, attention whore. My nigga. No wonder no wonder no one wants to be your teammate. I realize it now. It's like always being with Beyonce. Like, god damn, bitch. Every day you gotta be Beyonce every day? What about the other members of the group? What about the other members of the group? Goddamn diva. You can be bought. I don't know what and guess what? The females is really, really, really attracted to these men with a lot of money, but look at their character of men. Now it's hard to come at LeBron James because on the outside, LeBron James is the cleanest motherfucker you ever known to live. Michael Jordan, all LeBron, even Kobe Bryant, they can't, definitely not Allen Iverson, none of these guys. Charles Barkley, they can't attest to being as clean outwardly as a LeBron James. LeBron James never was caught with no other woman. He didn't get no other woman pregnant. He wasn't caught with no Batiman. He wasn't caught with no gay nigga. You know what I'm saying? He never beat up nobody. But he also didn't have a father. You know how long it took for LeBron James to become a man? Now go back and watch Michael Jordan, Deion Sanders, and one of them niggas swag through the way. Them guys were men already. 18, 19, 20, them niggas was men. You could feel the manliness on them. LeBron James looked like a man, but I could see the boy in him. His mom used to take up for him. His mom used to speak for him. He had to tell her to shut up one time. Like, back up, move, lady. He had to. And guess what? Those were the times where I could respect LeBron. The times where he didn't mean to be mean. He didn't mean to be real. because he's all about his image. And forgive me, when I'm being a man, I can't always be concerned about my image because I'm too busy being authentic and real. Any man always concerned about what the public gonna say about him is a fucking dancer. He's a stripper. I mean, he's concerned about what the world has to say about his performances. And I can tell that what I say about him it weighs on him. Maybe not now, but man, oh man, oh man. LeBron wants to say that he handled the limelight great. Yeah, he did. But the social media era, he wants to act like he's the king of not being in controversy in controversial times. Well, guess what? Back in the 90s and the 80s, we didn't have all the other distractions to distract us from a main story. So you go ask O.J. Simpson what it was like to be in the fucking papers. See, these guys were memes before memes and tops. Guess what, LeBron? When something going on in your life, they got 1,000 stories to compete with that. When Michael Jordan's father was killed, that was the only thing we were talking about. I remember when that man went missing that morning when they didn't understand. I didn't even understand. I was a kid. I didn't understand what was going on. But I understand it was a bad time. And his father was, mind you, his father was missing for a while. Then they found him dead. That's what Michael Jordan had to live through. LeBron. Oh, I'm sorry, LeBron. I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. You right. You right. Because the shit you lived through was much worse. I like to gamble and drink and fuck hoes. But I got cameras following me everywhere. And they gonna tell on me if I don't do the right thing. Nigga, suck my dick. I'm a whole grown ass, but I do the fuck I want to do. That's how them step back in the days. Nigga, I'ma still go gamble and I'm still gonna get this game. My nigga, Dennis Rodman and all them, they did what they wanted to do. Even though Dennis, he wore what he wanted to wear. You feel what I'm saying? We didn't really agree with that, but he didn't give a fuck what we agreed with. So this pristine LeBron James, who never did nothing to nobody, when he retires, men are gonna tell you the real story about him. When he finally gets out of this league, if Satan even allows him to leave, for all I know, he can't leave. I don't know if this man is done yet. And like, when I say done, I don't know if his contract is up yet. His soul contract. Because at this point, even if you didn't believe in conspiracy theory, you got to be wondering what the fuck is up. Black men, we do age eventually, but LeBron is taking this shit to a. I mean, come on now. They said Father Time would catch up with everybody, not necessarily. And it's not his longevity hack that I'm overly concerned with. It's the greedy nature of this man / demon at this point. And I know that's a big thing to say about a man, but I'm telling you, if you look closely, he needs to gather, and he seems to be draining. Everything goes toward him. All the atmosphere, all the air pressure in the room, everything, if he can't affect it, he don't want to be there. Meanwhile, Michael Jordan don't want to be seen, except that he can't be seen. Michael Jordan once said he wouldn't wish his life on anybody, not even his worst enemy. He didn't say his worst enemy. He said he wouldn't wish being this famous on anybody. Not being able to leave your hotel room to go get a cigar at the smoke shop started to feel like a cell to him. Like Michael Jordan started to feel like he was in a cell. But LeBron James, he's so comfortable, it's making me uncomfortable. If you're a real man, you can't be comfortable with that many fake people in your face, after a while, you're going to lose it. And guess what? I don't want to talk about them Diddy parties that LeBron James said, and I quote, "Ain't no party like a Diddy party." I still want to know what he meant by that. You know what? I don't want to know. This has been an Elegant Savage reaction. This is your boy, the Elegant Savage. I'm going to be doing more reactions and how I feel about things. You know, they call them rants. I like to call them truth or dare. I dare to tell the truth. Yes, I do. Until next time, people, be safe and be daring.